If financial literacy was a part of our curriculum while in school, a lot of us today would have been more finance savvy and would not think that investment was only for people who already had money. To be honest, a lot of people feel intimidated whenever others talk about investment, and I used to be like that before because I always thought that finance literate people who talked investment sounded smarter and more knowledgeable than myself. And because I didn't quite understand it, I avoided it completely. So whenever I heard people discussing money, discussing investment, I automatically assumed that they were operating at a level that I couldn't relate to. Funny, right? But over time, I realized something very important. Most people are not avoiding investment because it is difficult. They are simply avoiding it because nobody ever explained it to them in a simple way. And I do know that there are so many of you watching this video right now who feel exactly the same way. So today, I want to break it down as simply as possible and help you approach investment with a completely different mindset. So if this is your story, then walk with me. Now let's start with a very simple question. Why do so many people feel intimidated by investments? I think the answer is surprisingly simple. Most of us were never taught about it. Nobody sat us down and explained how money works. Nobody explained wealth building, nor long-term financial planning. No one explained investing in a language that we could understand. So when we hear people talking about these topics, we assumed they are operating in a completely different level. We totally assume that they are smarter, richer, they know something that we don't, and maybe that's why so many of us never even try to learn. Not because they're not capable, because they feel excluded from the conversation, especially as foreigners. Many of us arrive in a new country focused on survival. For those who are not in English-speaking countries, they focus on learning the language, finding a job, paying bills, building stability, helping family members by sending money back home, trying to build or create a better future. So investing for them does feel like a luxurious topic, as a matter of fact. Something you can put away and think about much later. Something for people who had extra money. Something for people who already have made it. But that belief creates one of the biggest financial mistakes that people make. Because investment is not only for rich people. Now let's talk about some common misconceptions. The very first one is that investing is for only rich people or only wealthy people. And this is probably the most common belief of all. I used to think like that too. And I know that many people think that they need thousands or tens of thousands sitting in the bank account before investing becomes relevant. So they postpone learning, they postpone understanding, preparing, and the years go on. The second misconception is that investing is gambling. Now, can some people treat investments like gambling? Absolutely. Some people chase quick money, get rich quick schemes. Some people make very reckless decisions. Some people jump into things that they don't fully understand. But that's not investments, that's speculation. True investment is actually about patience, learning, long-term thinking. The third misconception here is that investing is only for experts. Many people imagine complicated charts, complex calculations, financial terminologies, people in suits talking about things that nobody understands. But here is the truth. You don't need to know everything to begin learning. You only need to have the willingness to start. The fourth misconception is that investments are too risky. So investing is too risky. And while every financial decision does carry some level of risk, there is another risk that people rarely talk about, and that is the risk of doing nothing, the risk of never learning, the risk of spending decades working without understanding how money can work alongside you. The fifth misconception here is that you must understand everything before you begin. This one sure did keep me stuck for years. I thought I needed to completely understand how it works, but that's not how learning any skill works. Nobody learns to drive by memorizing every road in the country. Neither does anyone learn a language by knowing every single word before speaking. Or if you know someone who has ever done that, please let me know in the comments. People learn gradually, one lesson at a time, and investing is no different. So what exactly is investing? Let's make it simple. Investing is simply putting money aside to work so that it can potentially grow over time instead of remaining completely idle. That is it. Nothing complicated. Think about your money as a worker. When you spend money, it's gone. You exchanged it for something today. Food, rent, entertainment, a holiday, a phone. That's perfectly normal. We all spend money. And when you save money, you're protecting it. You're creating a safety net. You're preparing for emergencies. That's also super important. Very important, actually. But investing is different. Investing is about giving money the opportunity to grow over time. It is thinking beyond today, beyond the next month, the next year. It's about future possibilities. And that is why understanding the difference between spending, saving, and investing matters. Spending helps you live today, saving helps protect you tomorrow, but investing helps prepare for the future. All three do have a purpose, all of them matter. But many people only learn about the first two, especially foreigners. Which brings me to an important point. Why should foreigners learn about investment? Because life becomes more expensive over time, not less. Have you ever seen the price of something come down when it goes up? I've never. If you have, please let me know in the comments. The groceries that you buy today would definitely cost so much more in the future. Housing would certainly cost more, except for those who bought houses, okay? But if you're renting, best believe it's going to cost more money in the future. Transportation would certainly cost more money. Healthcare, it will go over the roof. Everything would change. And if your money never grows, life would slowly become more difficult. There is another reality too. Working harder does have limits. You can only work so many hours. You only have so much energy. You only have so many years. A lot of foreigners work incredibly hard. But eventually, everyone reaches that point where they need more than hard work. They need knowledge. They need a strategy. They need options. And financial education does help create these options. Which brings us to one of the most important concepts in this entire conversation, and that is time. So many beginners focus on amount. They ask, how much money do I need? But experienced people would often ask a different question. They would ask, how much time do I have? Because time is one of the most valuable resources available. The biggest advantage that most successful investors have is not that they are smarter. It is that they started way earlier. Listen to that again. They started way earlier, not smarter, but earlier. The challenge here is that many people spend years waiting. They are waiting until they can earn more. They are waiting until life calms down, until they feel ready, until they understand everything, until the perfect opportunity appears. But the perfect conditions rarely arrive, my friend. Life stays very busy. Responsibilities continue, challenges remain, and while people wait, time quietly moves forward. 5, 10, 15, 20 years pass. And then one day they look back and realize they weren't actually waiting for the right time. They were waiting for certainty. And of course, certainty doesn't exist. That is why starting small matters. Not because small actions produce immediate results, but because small actions create momentum. Learning one concept, reading one book, watching one educational video, asking one question, taking one step. Small beginnings do matter. Baby steps. Yeah, baby steps matter. The people who make progress are rarely the people who know everything. They are usually the ones who stay curious, who learn along the way. And mind you, consistency often beats perfection. In fact, consistency does beat perfection over time. Many people want that perfect plan, the perfect strategy, the perfect moment, the perfect knowledge. Meanwhile, someone else simply keeps learning, keeps improving, showing up, growing year after year. And eventually, that consistency is what creates results. One mindset shift that changed my mind was understanding that investment is not magic. It is not a shortcut. It is not gambling, not a lottery ticket, but a tool that can help build options for the future. A tool that can help create flexibility, that can help to support long-term goals. And like every tool, it can be learned. It should be learned. And you don't need to know everything today, no. You don't need to become an expert overnight. You don't need to compare yourself to people who started years before you. You only simply need to begin learning, because financial education is one of the most valuable investments that you can make for yourself. You know why? because that knowledge sticks with you, it stays with you. The lessons stay with you, the perspective, they're yours. And those lessons can influence decisions for the rest of your life. So if you're watching this and feeling like you're behind, I want to tell you something. You are not alone. So many people start later than they wish they had. I'm one of those. So many people look back and wish they started sooner. I'm right here, look at me, okay? But regrets doesn't build the future. Action does. Learning does. The best time to start learning was years ago, but the second best time is today. So don't let fear stop you. Don't let intimidation stop you. Don't let perfection stop you in your tracks. Start right where you are, learn what you can, and trust that every lesson you learn today is a gift to your future self. And before you go, I want to ask you something. What was the biggest thing that stopped you from learning about investment? Let's discuss in the comments.